As you can see, this is what happens when you don't have any air vents underneath your house. And back when they finally put in this block foundation, they never put vents in like we're starting to put in now. To get the siding on, it's best to get rid of this stuff. You see, this was totally dry rotted. And of course had bugs and everything else because of the moisture. So anyway, we're busy on this side. We'll get this fixed. And after we get this fixed, we can go ahead and get our trim on, get the window in properly, and we can side these 3 sides that we've been working on the past few days. We do have dark cloudy skies and it's supposed to rain, so we're going to be possibly on and off recording with the time-lapse camera also. So anyway, we're going to get at this and wish us luck. This here, I had a dream. It's going to be easy. It's it's never that easy. It's a miracle when it is. So anyway, let's get at her. So this is what we're doing. We're chiseling around the brick so we can install the new one. Or actually, we're not installing the new brick. We're installing a vent. Being how this house has none. So we can help stop the dry rot and let the moisture from underneath the house dry out. We're letting it breathe. These bricks per se are nice and strong with the mortar, but the mortar can be tapped out of there so that you can, like I say, install a vent. He's going to clean it up a little bit, and realistically then all we have to do is, well, what we do is we use foam for insulating around windows and doors so it doesn't overexpand. And it glues it into place. Because obviously it's a plastic vent, you don't need to make it super strong. Just enough to keep the animals and whatnot from knocking it out of place. And if you use that foam before, you know once it sticks to everything. So here's our vent. They say this goes to the outside and this is the top. So realistically, these vents are supposed to be open like that. And this here is a 6-inch vent. We have 8-inch block. These are a little bit cheaper to get the 6-inch, but that's not the point. The point is we couldn't get the 8 because they ran out. So what you do to install it in that block foundation, say this is pointing towards the outside, you could come to the back side, trim this here flange off of just the back side, because that there is actually supposed to go up against or the block's supposed to fit in between here. Well, we can't fit the block in there, so you trim those off all the way around, and then you can set this in there, foam it, and it'll be ready. So let me cut these off and we'll show you the foaming hopefully this time. These here, you can see they have a kind of a buildup of plastic. I'm not sure what that's for. We're gonna get rid of that. But for now, just take your razor blade, cut right on the line of that flange that sticks out. Push good and hard if you can, and so it should only take about 3 runs and you should be able to get that off of there. And I'll use my brother's pliers just to make it easier to get these knobbers off of here. But give it a good quick hit too on both of them. just to help weaken it. So here I scored it right here. So you can take this first, bend it a little bit, get in here and pull that. See, I just scored it right across the top, got it in a little bit there. It's breaking off pretty good. See, I scored it right there. I'm in about 1/8 of an inch. There you go, you see that? Done. I'm gonna go ahead and do this side next and just work my way around. If you have office hands, you won't be able to do this. You have to keep cutting it or use the pliers, just bend it down. Not saying there's anything wrong with office hands. There you go. Got the knobbers off out of the way. It's all clean. Now when you set this in, this here will be on the face of the brick back here. And the brick is actually this big, so this will set right on top of the brick. And you'll set this in there. And being that we have the foundation all the way apart, I don't know if we can install it now or not, but you'll be squirting foam on the brick. I'll show you over there to set this on. But the main thing is squirting foam here and here, which it has a straw. And you can put some on the top, that's not too necessary. Then you got to make sure to set this in and make sure this is up against the brick on both sides, because you're trying to stop the bugs from coming in. That's what these screens are meant for. Keep the bigger bugs out. So let me take you over there and we'll kind of show you where the foam's supposed to go. Otherwise, I think we're going to use that hole at the moment for somebody to crawl in and out of underneath the house so we can get our other stuff done. So this is the can of foam I'm talking about. Make sure you get window and door foam because it doesn't expand as far. This can's almost all used up. Comes with a tip you put on here. It's usually taped to the side of the can. And we broke it off. We'll probably get a different end on here so we can finish the can off. And these here are kind of neat because you can lift it up, and if this hole is clean, you would see that if it shows red, that it stops the spray, so you can leave this for a few days without it freezing up. Pull it and it turns green, means that it is ready to spray foam.
So you'd spray the bottom along here. You'd spray along here. You set that in. It's all the way in. And then you can spray up the sides.
Now this is if you have it tore out as far as we have. If you don't have it tore out that far,
then you'd spray in here.
But make sure to pre-fit it first. That's going to slide in, because where we cut the plastic off, there's a chance you might have to trim that a little bit more to get to slide in.
So if you were to try to slide that in, this one would either have to be fit in like this, or more would have to be trimmed off to fit through the brick as it is.
But you'll notice when he has it in all the way, it doesn't even go clear back, so it's not hitting anything. So if you can cock it at an angle and get it to go in, the main thing would be if you have a 2x going across, that top one might need to be cut. This top one right here. But pre-fit it first before you start spraying that foam. And you should probably wear gloves, because
If it gets on you, you're wearing it off.
And you're wearing it off a lot longer than what your skin will wear. Any final words besides that, Roy?